Now, I want you guys to take this one with a grain of salt. This is a ongoing process, and this process started back approximately like 2009 when the Chinese first proposed an alternative banking system to the Western banking system we call SWIFT. And this is from Zero Hedge, Tyler Durden. End of SWIFT. Russian banks join Chinese alternative global payment system. With Russia actively dumping US dollars and buying gold at the fastest pace in decades, the writing is on the wall when it comes to what the Kremlin thinks of any possibility for a détente in the painfully strained US-Russian relations. And with Russia now clearly seeking to end monetary ties with a dollar-denominated West, wow, there is just one alternative, China, which is why it will probably not come as a surprise that several Russian banks joined the China International Payment System, CIPS, also known as China's SWIFT, to ease operations between the two countries, according to a senior official at the Central Bank of Russia. As for the cooperation on payment systems, a range of banks are already connected to CIPS, allowing to facilitate payments routing procedure. Vladimir Shapovalov, who heads a division dealing with foreign regulators at the CBR's International Cooperation Department, said earlier that this week during the International Russian-Chinese Forum. Meanwhile, as RT writes, the regulator hopes that in turn, Chinese counterparts will pay more attention to Russia's own SWIFT alternative, the SPFS system for transfer of financial messages, as it can further boost bilateral trade, the officials added. As RT adds, Russia has been actively demonstrating the SPFS system network, which was created in 2014 in response to U.S. threats of disconnecting Russia from the SWIFT to foreign partners, including China, after its export version finished late last year. The first system transaction involving a non-bank enterprise was made by Russian oil major Rosenfeld in December 2017. Some 500 participants with major Russian financial institutions and companies have already joined. And with Europe contemplating alternatives to the SWIFT in order to keep funding the Iran regime in light of its exclusion from dollar-based monetary system following Trump's reimposition of Iranian sanctions, it would land a major blow to the U.S. dollar reserve status if Brussels announced that it too will be joining either the Chinese or Russian alternative to dollar hegemony, a process which based on reserve managers declining the allocations to U.S. dollars, is already taking place. One video, I think it might have been a year ago, now maybe two, when Russia canceled, I think it was 2 years ago, when Trump came in and canceled the 5+1 deal, the Iranian deal, and then started sanctioning people for doing business with Iran. I told you it was going to accelerate the move away from what they call the SWIFT system. There's a lot of countries, I do mean a lot of them, they're trying to get off the SWIFT system, including a couple of South American countries and a whole bunch of African countries that are wanting to get off the SWIFT system and use something else. So if Russia's making the move, we're going to see who else follows. If parts of Europe do follow, and a country like India follows, and so several African countries follow, it might be a rout. But like I said, systems like this take a while to be trusted, to be ironclad. So is it an immediate danger? Probably not. Is it a danger within 2 years? I do think so. A country is only as good as its money. When your money's no good, guess what happens to the rest of the country? The rest of the country becomes no good. Fortunately, China and Russia are not trying to take the United States out completely. They need the United States and the what's left of the Swiss system to actually stay afloat, because it's too hard to build those infrastructures, those financial infrastructures, like overnight. But don't be surprised if you wake up one morning and your dollar's not worth what it was, because this goes right along with the debt. But this is the second part. I think there was something else I could have read. I might do it later. I'm not going to do it on this one. But these charts do not look good. They do not look good. But that's all I got for this one. This is BGS out, and I'll see you Cretans on the next one.